Did you know that Pokemon was actually canon to the world of One Piece? In the SBS section for One Piece Manga Volume 105, Oda takes the time to talk about comic strips that are canon in the world of One Piece. The reader was curious about Kaido referencing comic strips in chapter 1045 and wanted to know if the One Piece manga, or manga in general, was canon in the world of One Piece. And in true Oda fashion, he tells us that picture books and comic strips appear in the world of One Piece, and that we should treat picture books as picture books, but that comic strips are the One Piece equivalent to manga. And he also takes a step further and tells us 5 of the most popular comic strips that our favorite One Piece characters enjoy. And this is a quick spoiler warning for anybody that might not have gotten through the whole Cake Island arc of One Piece, because we've already become acquainted with Sora the Sea Warrior, who fights a fictionalized version of Sanji's family, Germa 66. This is a comic strip that is published by the World Economy newspaper, and we have found that it is particularly popular with any character that has come from the North Blue. The second comic strip that he details is called Fire Dog, which many people online speculate that this might be a reference to the Japanese manga Phoenix, which is a 12-part series that was created by mangaka Osamu Tezuki, who considers this work to be his life's work. And in the middle is where I started with this whole video, with Pokemon. Here we see a little cat guy wearing a top hat and a dinosaur costume with a pouch on the front, so this is a simultaneous nod not only to Pokemon, but also to Doraemon as well. And second from the right, we actually have a nod to Dragon Ball Z, with Monkey Ball making an appearance, which is a comic strip featuring a Monkey King-like figure who is holding an axe and riding atop a cloud, which looks a lot like Son Goku and the Nimbus cloud that he rode all throughout Dragon Ball. And then on the far right, we have a character called Marco-san. Marco-san is a comic strip about a little girl with some very prominent and circular eyebrows. And this one is a simultaneous reference to Chibi Maruko-san and our favorite character, Marco from the Whitebeard Pirates.